I'm going to show you another way how to solve compound inequalities. Instead of breaking the equation into two separate equations, we're just going to leave the x in the middle. And what we're going to do here is we're simply going to add 3 to both sides and get the x by itself in the middle. So this will become -2 is less than or equal to -x. That's going to cancel. It's less than -2 plus 3 is 1. Now, we have the x by itself in the middle, but we need to make it positive. So everything gets divided by -1. What happens when we divide everything by -1? We change the signs. So -2 divided by -1 is +2, but we're going to make that a greater than or equal to sign. Bring down your x, and then we're going to also change this sign as well. So all the signs get changed here. So there's my solution. And then when I graph this, we're going to have 1, 2, 3. X is less than or equal to 2, but x is greater than 1. So we have a closed circle on 2 and an open circle on 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the example 5. Now, of course, with this one, this is with OR, so we're just going to subtract 3 from both sides. It's less than 6. Divide both sides by 2. X is less than 3. Add 6 to both sides. 3x is greater than 18. We're going to divide everything by 3, and x is greater than 6. So now when I graph this, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we see here that x is less than 3, but x is greater than 6. Okay, so what I'd like for you to do is stop the video, work the guided practice 7, 8, and 9, and then we'll come back and work it. Okay, hopefully you stopped the video and worked these. So let's start off with the first one. I'm going to add 8 to all sides. Remember, we want to get x by itself in between the signs. And of course that's going to happen. Bring down your signs. No need to change the sign because our x isn't negative. And then -14 plus 8 equals -6. -1 plus 8 equals 7. Okay? Of course, if I graph that, we have -6, -4, -2, 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So we see here that x is less than 7, but greater than -6. So we're everything in between those two values. Now for number 8, I am going to subtract 2 from both sides. We want to get the t by itself. That's the goal. So we're going to bring down -3 is less than or equal to -5t. The 2 will cancel. It's less than or equal to -6. Now my next step is everything's going to get divided by -5. Now because we're dividing by negative, we know that's going to change our signs. So it's going to make it +3/5 is less than or equal to t. Whoops. Change the sign, right? Greater than or equal to, and then greater than or equal to. Of course, that's going to make the t less than or equal to. And then it's greater than or equal to +6/5. Okay? And then we can just put that into a graph. And then here we have an OR, so I'm simply going to subtract 1 from both sides. We have 3h is less than -6. Divide everything by 3, and h is less than -2. No need to change the sign because we didn't multiply and divide both sides by negative. Now to work this next one, we're going to add 5 to both sides. 2h is greater than 12, and then h is greater than 6. And of course this is an OR, so there will not be any intersection. Okay?